Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Erin. I'm a clinical aromatherapist here at Erin's Herbs. On this channel, I do weekly uploaded videos teaching you how to create your very own skincare products from the comfort of your own home. So whether or not you have never made skincare products or you have some experience, I hope that you will find this channel very informative. So let's get started creating. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a solid hair serum. This is great for smoothing and detangling the hair and adding shine as well as reducing frizz. So let me walk you through the step-by-step process and how I create this. So to start out with, I'm going to be weighing out some cocoa caprylate. This is a very lightweight and non-greasy ingredient. It's going to be great for hydrating and moisturizing the hair as well as strengthening the hair. It's great for most hair types. It's a great alternative to silicones. It is natural and eco-friendly, so biodegradable. It comes from coconuts, and it's going to be very good in the hair for increasing, like I said, the shine, but also reducing any frizziness. You're also going to notice that your overall hair health will improve when you use cocoa caprylate. This is a great ingredient to use, especially for those that have damaged hair. This next ingredient that I'm adding is what's known as BTMS 50. It is an emulsifier, and it is used a lot in skin and hair care formulas. But what it does for the hair is it will smooth out the hair cuticle, resulting in shinier, healthier, and more manageable hair. It is very moisturizing. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add some candelilla wax. This is a great vegan alternative to beeswax. It's going to help to harden this serum, and what it does for the hair is it will give the hair a nice shine and gloss. It's very hydrating. It also will make the hair very manageable, so you'll be able to detangle the hair easily, and it forms a protective film on the hair which keeps the hair safe from any environmental damage or stressors. I'm now going to go ahead and add what's known as acetyl alcohol. Now, this particular ingredient not only emulsifies, but it's also going to help to thicken the serum so that we're left with a really solid bar at the end. And I love that it has a really creamy texture to it. It's going to help to improve the overall feel of the finished product, but it's also going to be very hydrating and wonderful for the hair. So if you're someone who has dry or a lot of breakage and damage in the hair, this is a good ingredient to use that will help to combat those issues. To help with improving the texture and consistency of this serum, I'm going to go ahead and add some stearic acid. This is great for really creating a nice velvety feel to this serum, and it's good for the hair because it will help to keep the hair free from any moisture loss and keeping it nice and healthy in appearance. I'm now going to go ahead and add some virgin coconut oil. This is great for protecting the hair from any damage, whether that's styling or UV rays. It's great for scalp health as well and promoting hair growth. Argan oil is great for providing a lot of wonderful shine and moisturization to the hair. It is packed full of fatty acids and vitamin E and is great for really improving overall hair health. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is remove this from my scale and then cover this. I'll be placing this on my stove and allowing this to gently heat all of the ingredients until those harder waxes have completely melted. So now that everything has melted down, I allowed this to sit just for about a minute or two, and now I'm going to go ahead and add some lavender essential oil. This not only provides a nice floral scent, but it also is going to help to promote hair growth, strengthen the hair, and help with any frizz, as well as giving the hair some nice shine. This step is completely optional, but I am choosing to add some rose-colored mica to make this bar more aesthetically pleasing. If you choose not to color your serum, no worries. Just simply go ahead and add additional oil in the amount of the mica that I'm using. Now, once I have achieved my desired color that I like, I'm going to go ahead and stir all of these ingredients really well, making sure that everything is evenly distributed. Once I have stirred everything really well, I'm going to go ahead and pour this into my mold. You can use whatever mold you want, obviously, but you want to do this quickly because it can harden fairly fast on you. Once I have poured it, I'm going to go ahead and place this in my freezer and allow it to continue to harden completely. It usually takes about 20 minutes. So it's been about 20 minutes. I'm now going to go ahead and gently remove this from the mold. And it's important to know that you don't want to use this right away, but rather you want to let it sit and cure for at least 24 hours before you use it. And here's a quick look at what this bar looks like. It has a really cute design. I like this mold. To use this bar, you're simply going to take it and place it in your hands and rub your hands together. The heat from your body will gently melt the ingredients. Once you have done that, you will apply it to freshly clean and wet hair, and starting at the bottom of your hair, working your way up. Once you have applied it, then you can go ahead and dry and style as normal. So here are some substitutions that I have for you. For the cocoa caprylate, fractionated coconut oil or squalene oil works well. For the candelilla wax, use sunflower wax or beeswax. In place of the cetyl alcohol, use cetearyl alcohol. For the argan oil, jojoba oil is a great option. And when it comes to the essential oils, ones that I have tried and used in the past are clary sage, tea tree, or chamomile. And just so you know, this does make 2 ounces of finished product. So thanks for watching. And if you'd like to see more DIY formulas, don't forget to like and subscribe.